Hello and welcome to the end of August garden tour. The dahlias are looking amazing and the blooms are huge and gorgeous. Lots of dahlias are blooming and lots of buds. This dahlia here has lots of buds and lots of blossoms. And this dahlia is looking amazing as well. The blooms are huge. These are dinner plate dahlias. And also just lots of buds. And this Cosmo is looking beautiful as well. Huge blooms. And the sunflowers, they're keeping up, but they're probably gonna on their way out. Some amaranth over here, which is just budding everywhere. And this dahlia here has not put on blooms quite yet, or any buds yet. This dahlia here is showing a couple of buds now. This one I think is starting to break open. So very exciting with that one. And this one too, just lots of buds on the plant as well. So maybe in a couple weeks we'll see some flowers. So this hydrangea is still holding up beautifully, and actually a few new buds up at the top. The foxgloves are still blooming, which completely amazes me, and very happy with those plants. And back here, things are doing well. Grasses are starting to form something at the top. I forgot what these would look like when they bloom. And these plants down here are budding everywhere. So I'm so thrilled to see flowers back in this plant after it got chewed up. And Angelonia, the catmint, everything doing beautifully. And actually these sunflowers have put out a bunch of little flowers, so I'm very excited. I didn't think these, I thought they were kind of done, but I think I'm just going to leave them alone. They're doing great. So this bed is just looking fantastic. I just love that the zinnia really filled in this area, and the veronica still pushing out some blooms and looking beautiful, as well as the rose campions. This veronica here, I don't know, there's a possibility I'll get some blooms, but that's okay. I think I need to divide it, and yeah, everything else is doing well. The crepe myrtle actually pushed out a few blooms, so that's looking pretty as well. So back here, the Millennium Alliums are almost done blooming. So a lot of them are faded away. Last year I actually did spray paint them. I had seen somewhere where someone spray painted them. I had some pink paint, and they looked cute. I'm not sure if I'll do that again this year. I might just leave them alone, but they still look pretty. I don't know if I'm going to really cut them back. And this hydrangea is still looking so beautiful, and turning just this green color with some speckled pink in there. Just really pretty this year. I had not had flowers before, so I'm so happy. I was debating on getting rid of this one, but obviously now that it's flowering, it will be staying. The gladiolus are all done, so I am going to have to cut all this back. The ones back here, pretty much all done as well. I think that yellow bloom might be the last one here. And then these Millennium Alliums also pretty much at the end now too. So yeah, I think this is it for them, but I will leave them. I like the seed heads, and they look nice in the winter, and until they start really getting tethered, then I'll, cut them back. One thing I have not shown you is our holly bushes, and they're starting to put out berries. So that is looking beautiful. They're so vibrant red, and I'm trying to remember whether or not I remember seeing them come out in the summertime, because I thought they were more of a fall winter berry. So, I was kind of surprised to see all the red berries. We've been getting more rain, so I think, things are doing a little better. I feel plants do like rain rather than being watered, and yeah, the echinacea still holding up. The lily turf, just these cute purple flowers still on the plant. The rhodocchia is, just the flowers are kind of done now, I think, the ones that flushed out. But yeah, the grasses look good. Echinacea, I think I do need to cut some of it back. The zinnias, yeah, they are continuing to grow and branch out, so I think I will get some buds later. I did have this one little daisy that came out. Once again, petals been eaten, so clearly I have something like earwigs. I'm not really thinking that these will show any more flowers for the fall. Would love to see that, but maybe since I cut it back a little too late, may not get that full flush. But the yarrow is definitely growing in and putting on buds and starting to get taller again, so I will have color again. This one has more color than the other side, along with the grass just putting on a great show for the fall, so that's going to be great. And then all the little sempervivum or hens and chicks still doing okay. I guess I would have expected them to grow a bit at this point in time, but they're holding up, so very happy with that. And I think this one is just surviving, as well as the calendula. They're kind of done, really. But I do have some cosmos that I had planted, some seedlings, and they're starting to put on more growth, and probably will have buds sometime in September, I think. Late September, we'll definitely be seeing flowers there. And then here is the coreopsis, and so now it's finally showing a lot of buds and one bloom here, so thrilled with that. And the lavender that I had cut back has now rebloomed and just put on a beautiful show of blooms again. And then these were the ones I had started from seed, so these are doing very well. Probably put on a really nice show next year. I just hope that they survive the winter. And here's the grass from the other side. But let's see, here is this side, the zinnias are much larger than the other side. So I'm starting to already see buds forming in there. This one, unfortunately, the gaura is just looking very spent. But I'm just going to leave it there. And this zinnia is probably the one that's doing the best out of all of them, and really putting out a lot of buds everywhere on this plant. So that one will definitely have color first before any of the others. So here's the final bed. Everything's still looking great and just holding up beautifully. And then I have found this surprise astilbe from one of the bare roots I planted. So maybe I will have an astilbe plant next year, which will be wonderful to add to my collection. Anyway, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.